Episode 2.
Monica!
Get off me!
Allenby, help me get her arms! Where are you going?
Jack, help the doctor. I'll be back.
Jack, get her arm!
Got it?
Pull! Come on! Pull!
Ew, doctor! I'm going over!
Don't let go, man! Don't let go!
Take that! Get out of my house!
It's retreating! Jack, pull her free! Come on!
Miss Fellows, are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
Doctor?
Yes. Muddy, but unbowed, you might say.
What was that thing? It was all slime and mud.
I'll get some tools and secure the window, my lord.
Yes, Jack. Thank you.
Doctor, what was it?
Mud, slime and soil. Shaped and controlled.
Controlled by what?
Oh, I think the question is, by whom?
What is happening to me? Where am I?
Jim, I want to see her. Let me back down there. You know I can't, George. Not until the sarcos and the pathologist are finished. What happened to her? We don't know.
You should have took there last night.
And you think that's going to make George feel any better? Haven't you got somewhere else to be? Go home and watch Professor X. Let the grown-ups deal with this, eh?
Sorry, George,
It's all right, Max. You're right. We should have dug here last night. Wasn't for you, we wouldn't have found her at all.
Marshal?
Chief?
Right, they're finished. No clear cause of death. Pathologists reckon she's been dead around 24 hours, but it's difficult to say because of the mud.
Can I see her? Please. I'll take him over, sir, okay?
All right, but don't let him touch anything. The geek stays here.
Charming. Come on, George. Eddie. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hang on with the stretcher, lads. No. No, no, no. No. Sir!
What is it, Sergeant?
No. This isn't Hetty Davenport.
What?
It was just a lucky shot. I simply fired into the body of the creature as far from Miss Fellows as I could. Fired and hoped. Oh, Miss Fellows. How are you? I trust you slept well?
Yes, thank you, I did. Good morning, Doctor.
Jack's washed your clothes and he'll bring them to your room shortly.
I hope your mother doesn't mind me borrowing these for now.
Oh, I'm sure she won't.
Breakfast?
Oh, no thanks. Still a bit queasy after last night. Any sign of that thing this morning?
None whatsoever. Hopefully we've seen it off for good. Quite some creature, don't you think, Doctor?
In every respect. I must say, Horatio, you seem gloriously unaffected by a 15-foot wall of sentient mud invading your home.
Do I? Well, my father and I spent our lives seeking out new and unimaginably strange insects. A new species does not affect me in any sense other than to pique my curiosity. Now, last night you used a word I'm wholly unfamiliar with.
Tectoplasmic. The creature that attacked us last night was a tectoplasm.
Tectoplasm? What on earth is that?
On Earth is the operative word. It's a native of this planet. It just hasn't been discovered yet.
Earth?
It will be the first telepathic organism to be discovered.
Telepathic?
Yes. It evolved in the very deepest of the deep Pacific trenches, on the discontinuity line between the great tectonic plates, hence the name tectoplasm. It has to be telepathic to keep in contact with its surrounding fellows at such depths and pressures. It has the intelligence of, say, a smart dolphin. It's also carnivorous. But its most singular trait is the way that it draws energy in a parasitic way from a host creature. This energy gives it telekinetic powers to shape the slime, mud and detritus at the bottom of the sea into tendrils and arms to catch more food.
You paint a remarkable picture, Doctor.
Yes, it's a remarkable creature. But
What is it doing here when it should be at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean?
exactly.
Marshal, will you get that phone? I'm trying to concentrate.
Yes, sir. Perhaps you'd like me to wipe your nose too, seeing as it's so snotty. Yes? Stockbridge incident room? Yes. OK, thanks. Bye. Sir!
Yes?
That was the mortuary. They've got a positive ID on the girl. Jane Matthews, the missing barmaid from Hexley.
Cause of death?
Take your pick. Malnutrition, frostbite, possible suffocation, and about 100 unspecified cuts and abrasions causing blood loss and infection.
So it looks like she's been kept somewhere for the last 5 months. Right, listen up! We got a sicko on our hands, lads. Keeps them alive and then dumps them when they expire. Lovely.
Chances are that Hetty's still alive.
Yes, in this vicinity too. Right, get me Cheltenham on the line. I want more men for house to house. Let's find this girl, people!
You take sugar, George? George?
Sorry, Max. Yeah, please, free.
Are you aware of exactly just what sugar does to your, Sorry, George. Automatic pilot.
It's okay. Thanks for letting me stay last night.
No problem. You haven't got anyone else? Sorry, my big mouth. I didn't mean to,
Everything points out she's gone, Max. Her parents are dead. She's an only child. I'm all she's got. She's all I've got. Now she's gone. We'll be digging her up, just like that poor child from Hexley.
We'll find her, George. I promise you.
How? Where do we start?
Well, with this.
Oh, not another one of your UFO contraptions.
No, much better than that. Watch.
Well, I'm glad to be back in my own clothes.
Yes, me too.
Where's Horatio?
Out on the estate. Horatio said he'd try to be back for lunch.
Good.
You've taken quite a shine to him, haven't you?
Perhaps.
Ah, the perhaps blush says it all.
Stop it. He is very nice, though. You don't trust him, do you?
I'm not sure. He's the luckiest shot in the history of big game hunting.
Saved my life.
Yes, he did. And for that I'm very grateful. What do you want to do this morning?
Get over last night. I'm just starting to feel hungry again. Think I'll nip along to the kitchen and make myself a sandwich. You?
Undecided. Might take a walk. On the other hand, I might just go into the village and look up an old dear friend. I think we can safely say he's dropped off now, Max. Shall we get some fresh air?
Yes. Thanks, Doctor. I don't think he slept at all last night. What did you give him?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. A few herbs I picked up along the way. Police? Searching for young Hetty, I assume.
We found her coat, Doctor. Below the plough level, but above the body of that poor Hexley girl. What is it, Doctor? Reticulans?
Still going on about the reticulans, eh, Max? No, it's not them. Whoever they might be. I don't want to cause any panic here, Max. From what you've said, Hetty's disappearance, the discovery of the body, and coupled with what I saw at the hall last night, it's clear what we're dealing with is a creature. Out of its environment, afraid, dangerous, and willing to kill.
Will you tell the authorities?
Not yet, Max. If there's any chance of getting Hetty back alive, I'll have to track down the creature myself. Tell the police, and, well, the place will be crawling with grenade-happy soldiers. Hetty won't stand a chance of getting out of that thing alive.
How will we track it down?
Now, that is the question. Come on, let's get up to Stockbridge Hall. I'll give you a crash course in tectoplasmic physiognomy as we go.
Please help me go home. Please, Uncle George, please find me.
The lads from Cheltenham have got their instructions, sir. They're starting the house to house now.
Good. Is that list ready?
I'm afraid it's not a very long list, sir.
Oh, for God's sake, is that it? 2 names? These are the only local men who've been naughty boys in the last 2 years. Oh, and what's this? One drunk and disorderly and the other parking on a double yellow line?
They're good people around these parts, sir.
In my experience, Sergeant, good people are only bad people who haven't been caught yet. Come on, we're going up to Stockbridge Hall again.
What for?
Oh, read your Agatha Christie. The butler always did it. Get my coat, I'll meet you in the car.
Oh, yes. Now this is what I call a pantry. How the other half live, eh? So much to choose from and so little time. I think my appetite is definitely coming back. Well, Horatio did say we could help ourselves. Well, Monica, I think a beef sandwich is as good a place to start as any. Mrs. Pigotty's rough-cut hot horseradish. That sounds like just the thing. This isn't a joint of meat. It's a cow that's accidentally wandered into the oven. Perhaps, if I ignore that, it'll go away. Thought not. This is the bit where the heroine, unaware of the danger, goes searching through the big house and comes to a hideously sticky end, isn't it? Yes. I think I'll take the knife.
I can't get over the fact that this creature, this tectoplasm, is from Earth.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Max. The coelacanth. Thought extinct for millions of years until it had the misfortune to get caught in someone's deep net. Your species know more about the surface of the moon than it does about the bottom of the ocean.
How are you planning to catch it?
That, as they say, is the $64,000 question. I've got to find it first. Get down, Max!
Someone's shooting at us.
Shut up and keep your head down!
Max? Max? Hello? Doctor? Max? Hello, Max? Are you there? Who's there? Who is it? Please, oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Keep down. Keep low profile. It's not easy to do when you eat as much junk food as I do.
Roll into the ditch.
I think I'd rather be shot at.
I doubt that. Are you injured?
Only mean pride. How about you?
Yes, fine.
But who would want to shoot at us?
Well, whoever it is can expect not to feature heavily on my Christmas card list. If we go up the other side of the ditch, we can get to the hall across country. The hedgerows will give us cover.
I hope so.
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
Why am I doing this? Do I need to do this? Are there people better qualified in the vicinity who would be more preferentially placed, both intellectually and experientially, to search these corridors? People who are taller, more bearded, more called the doctor than I am. Yes, doctor, where are you when I need someone to stand behind? Now would be a good time to turn around. Admit that I'm far too scared. Run away with my tail between my legs and spend a few years getting over the experience. Maybe go into therapy. How are you, Miss Fallows? If you remember in our last session, we were talking about your experiences at Stockbridge Hall, with the mud monster and the inadequately sized knife. How did that relate to the relationship you had with your mother? and the internal dichotomy that set up in the relationship with the doctor. Here are some big orange pills. Take 20 a day and find somewhere nice, safe, and above all, well lit to lay down in until you feel better and the nightmares stop. Mr. Frankenstein, would you please come to the laboratory? The monster is nearly done. I don't like this job anymore, Doctor. Can I go home?
Right, let's see if his lordship is at home.
Range Rover's not here. Maybe he's out on the estate.
Afternoon, Jim. Chief Inspector.
Ah, England's two foremost mud wrestlers.
Yes, we are a little, mucky.
We had to dive into a ditch. Someone was shooting at us.
Too late.
Shooting? Where?
Long Lane, back of Stockbridge.
Bringing the geek along does give you a bit of a credibility bypass, Doctor. You sure it wasn't just some local yokel firing at rabbits?
Not unless he was using a high-velocity rifle. I took this out of a tree far too close to my left ear.
Ah, impressive. Well, Doctor, seems I owe you and Neil Armstrong here an apology. Marshal, get on the blow to Cheltenham.
More bodies?
Yes. And an armed response team. If our killer is starting to take pot shots at passers-by, he's going to get careless and easier to find. I want him nicked today.
Doctor! Been in the wars again?
You could say that, Horatio.
There'll be more than enough time for pleasantries later. Lord Allenby, can we go inside?
Of course, Chief Inspector Back. Please follow me.
You don't like me very much, do you?
No.
Just checking.
Please! Please!
Max. Doctor. Where am I? Max! Help!
You'll forgive me if I don't stroke you this time. I'd like to keep all my fingers. Oh, my head, that hurt. Telepathic, the doctor said. He was right. Oh, that's better.
I don't think you'll be needing that knife anymore.
Where did you come from?
The organisms can be very difficult to deal with without the proper protection. They can be very persistent. Good night, Miss Fallows.
Well, if I were you, I'd change my interior designer, Lord Allenby. What is this, early mud?
A problem with the plumbing, Chief Inspector. Quite a bit of damage.
Quite.
Well, if you won't be needing us, Max and I will
You can stay right where you are, Doctor. I might want to speak to you too.
Am I being arrested?
Not yet.
Everyone, get down!
Marshal, give me a radio. Priority call. Priority call. Gunfire at Stockbridge Hall. All units. All units. Officers under attack.
And civilians!
Doctor! Lord Allenby! He's been shot!
All units. All units. Gunfire at Stockbridge Hall. We have injured here. Repeat, we have injured. Right, lads, he's got a 20-minute head start on us. I want everyone out on the estate and I want this maniac found. No heroics, mind. That's what the armed response team's for, right?
Yes. Will you stop fussing, man?
You're very lucky, Lord Allenby. The bullet has just grazed your shoulder, but I need to stage strip the wound. Really, you should be up at the casualty department.
Nonsense. It's just a flesh wound. I survived the jungles of Borneo for 2 months once without food or medical supplies. Now patch me up and let me put my shirt back on.
Marshal, is the ART in place?
Yes, Chief. Nobody can get in or out of this place. It's as tight as a drum.
You think you should have left that copper hypnotised like that?
Usually wears off after a couple of minutes. We're well into the forest now. No one will follow.
Hope not. All those guns make me nervous.
Me too. Ah, here we are.
The TARDIS! You gonna take me for a ride?
No can do, I'm afraid, Max. She's a little bit erratic at the moment. but there is some equipment inside that we need.
Blasters? Lasers? Handheld neutron cannon?
No, a machine that goes thump.
Thump?
Yes, and grrrn. Most importantly, grrrn.
Right you are, Doctor.
What do you mean they've gone?
Roberts says the doctor showed him a pass that said he could go. It was signed by you.
Ye gods, am I surrounded by imbeciles? A pass? Since when has Cheltenham CID started issuing passes that allow suspects in a kidnap inquiry to leave the scene of the crime?
Roberts can't explain it either, sir. I sent him off duty. Terrible he looked, probably a touch of flu.
Sergeant.
Sir?
If it's not too much trouble, get me a coffee.
Oh, the two of you. I didn't know when I was well off. Did he have to hit me so hard?
No. My apologies, Miss Fallows. I'm told you did rather walk into his punch.
Why the mask? It's a bit melodramatic, isn't it?
Lead-lined. As I'm sure you found out when you observed the tectoplasm earlier, they can have quite an effect on an unshielded mind.
Yes. So you thought you'd replace their headache with one of your own? Thank you so much.
All part of the service.
Will you be untying me at all, or am I to be secured for the duration?
The bonds are quite necessary, I'm afraid, my dear.
I was afraid you were going to say that. Put me down! I don't like height! Oh, what are you doing?
A little experiment. Unfortunately, my last subject managed to escape, but I think I've now perfected a means of securing the tectoplasm within this building and in this laboratory.
What's happening?
Do you make new friends easily? I do hope so.
No, you're not putting me in there. Stop, stop, stop!
Fear not, Miss Fallows. It's only the contents of the Stockbridge Hall compost heap, some water and raw meat. Obviously, we don't want the tectoplasm feeding on you before it has time to lock onto you as a host.
You're mad. That thing will kill me.
Nonsense. It's only a little one. You won't feel a thing. Eventually.
No, please, no, stop!
Sweet dreams, Miss Fallows.
No, stop! No!